my dad acts like an ass does not give me the reason to act like an ass.
Well, and he continued to use it as an excuse to this day. He hides behind a lot. But he got a job.
But I think at this point with him, I don't think
it matters.
And I don't think there's moments of lucidity, but I think anything beyond that happens now is pretty much just.
What do you think? What do you want to say?
Well, the effects of the fighting other little boys for sport and profit, and he wasn't a willing participant. Yeah, that could be pretty traumatic. I don't know how often it happened. I don't know how bad he got beat. But it sounds like it was more than once. Not that that's an excuse for anything. But that kind of tend to make you not like people.
Even if it's your brothers.
Yeah. And then he goes into lines of work where he's got to deal with people.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do that, you have to learn how to wear a good mask to be able to function.
Yeah.
And he had his limits, and his limits were not very long. And so when the going got tough, he'd get going.
Well, that's the truth.
It is very much the truth. So I think you two learn to do things differently. You learn to not, with a family, because it's hard when you have a family and you get going. Who's going to take care of the kids? And you can't rely on the oldest child to do that, even though that's the way it was in his family. Right. But you two, in my opinion, I mean, I know you had your different jobs, right? But then Rick went into the military for 22 years, and you got jobs that you were with longer, and you advanced more, and you became, look at you now. You know what I mean? You guys learn not to do his way of thinking or doing. You've got money. We've got money. We've got 2 houses and land. You've got this gorgeous home. We've just done things differently than what Richard Diaz did. And I think we learned that from him, not to be that way. And that's okay. Right?
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yep. Even a bad example is better than no example.
And I think that's what Grandpa taught us to not do, is what he did, but do something different. And y'all did it. I think that was a good thing.
So I'm with Mark. I don't know that there's a lot of good that you can give him credit for, nor a lot of bad that you can give him credit for, because we can't say that we didn't get anything from him, but you can't say that we didn't find our own path.
I agree. He did well,
and make choices that were different than the choices he made.
I totally agree with that. And I don't know about y'all, but I think it was important to me to hear from my parents that they were proud of me. And I truly believe he's proud of you. He's told me he's proud of you. I just don't think he's told y'all.
But
And y'all need to hear it.
No.
No?
From my mom, yes. Even though me and Pa don't have the best relationship, for Pa to say that, yes. From Richard, I'm not looking for that.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of a funny person. I don't like anybody to be proud of me. It bothers me. Makes me uncomfortable.
And why is that?
I don't know.
We've talked about
because I know when I've done something that somebody could say they're proud of, but I just don't want them to say it. Because I know if I've met my standard have met it. And I know when I haven't met my standard. So if I haven't done that and somebody else says, I'm proud of you, that's really troublesome. And that's my problem. That's not theirs. That's my problem.
Yeah.
And so, it's a lot different in the military. When you get an award or a ribbon, because it's in paper, it's the difference between this is proof and this is somebody's opinion or feeling about you. So the ribbon or the paper was easier to swallow than somebody saying, I'm proud of you. Because it's so intangible
Yeah, okay.
and unprovable.
Paper's fact. Words are skewed.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's
No, I
that's
get what
me.
you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm similar to that too. I'm uncomfortable for somebody to tell me that because I guess because I always just think about reason that's not true.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying because thinking about really proud for what you did. Well,
But you don't know
you don't
all
know the
the-
whole story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's like, woohoo,
Yeah.
I got this done. But the disaster that's and maybe my attitude,
Right.
and stuff like that. So it can be, yeah, I get that.
And there are a lot of things that you do and you don't feel like doing, but you do them anyway. And sometimes that just feels, I don't know, for me, it's like, I wish I felt like doing it
Without being
instead of just
begrudging.
did it, even though I didn't feel like it, because it just feels like a duty instead of like something you really want to do. Or, and,
Well, like AJ reading to me, he's approved and I'm proud of him. Do you know? And I wanted him to be proud of himself and pat himself on the back.
Oh, and
And is that
he
okay?
loves that.
But that's different, right?
And that
That's-
made him
That's
feel
different,
more
yeah.
important
Yeah.
about reading, I believe.
It did.
Stronger, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. And
So
he-
that's what I kind of wish that you guys could get from your dad.
What?
But I understand.
He's not gonna, whether he's proud or unproud, it's not gonna change one thing that I do.
True. True.
If he called me now and said, even when he was lucid, that I'm really proud of you. Oh, well, now that Dad's proud of me, I'm gonna work right for her today.
Well, she's not saying so.
Did you see what I'm
change
saying?
Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
do, she's saying that it might change how you feel.
I don't know that coming from him that it would have any negative or positive